Thank you. My first memory of loving running is when I was 10 years old. My dad and brother would throw the baseball in the backyard, and I would pretend to be the base runner in a game of rundown. I'd race to beat the ball to the base. No worries about performance. Running was pleasure for me. When I got to college, I was unsure what to expect from running. Coaches are rewarded for results, so at many colleges, training is an experiment. At a Division I college, if you run an athlete too hard, you just replace that athlete with another one, and maybe consider tweaking your training if they all start to go bad. On the other end of the spectrum are schools where sports don't matter. You can play without full commitment because the reason you selected the school was academics rather than your sport. And then there's W&L, which prioritizes turning students into members of the community. Two events from college running stick out in my mind. One was a track workout we did, 400-meter repeats, 20 of them, with a 400-meter jog in between. And if we didn't hit our target time, it didn't count. That workout was brutal. A number of us cried during that workout, I'm embarrassed to say. But Coach Femister got us through it. And what's more, his wife Carol hosted the entire team for dinners and breakfasts throughout the season. The other memory I have is of running an indoor track invitational at the University of Virginia. There were all Division I schools there, and I'd never run an indoor track event before. Coach Femister, Coach P to us, gave me an estimated finish time, and it was the fastest time of all competitors. And it was really a stretch time for me. I was terrified, and here's the spoiler alert on my college running experience. I survived, and I'm being inducted today because Coach P had courage for me when I lacked it. Coach P knew that the art in liberal arts meant a learned skill, so he taught me and my teammates the skill of developing grit, while encouraging our studies because we all knew that running was not likely to become a career for us. Coach P signed us up for invitationals we had no business being in. He had us running twice a day, then bench pressing with a barbell after our runs. And in that process of getting tough, we all learned how to have fun. I remember one invitational that was so muddy and miserable. Runners were getting their shoes sucked off in the thick mud. We laughed so hard afterwards. It was just like being that 10-year-old girl again, just running for the sheer fun of it. I didn't know it when I was running those 400s or when I was sweating bullets about my iffy estimated finish time, but those memories would get me through more than one hair-raising experience that followed. If you doubt that I learned to love torture, consider that after college I pursued two forms of it: marathon training and law school. I went on to law school at W&L where Coach P taught evidence, and I was informally coached by him through my first two marathons, one of which resulted in a personal best of 2 hours, 59 minutes, and 9 seconds. Coach P earned nothing on that stint, besides the burden of mentoring me through law school and running all over again. I'm now 47, and although I've qualified for Boston before, I'll run it for the first time this coming October. My teammates and I still text one another and Coach P. Now it's less about running, more about life in general. A testament to the influence we've had on one another. What Coach P taught us was how to regard a challenge as a game, how to laugh it away, and how to show courage, even when you're telling yourself, I don't belong here. On Coach P's culture of grit, my teammates brought character, personality, and fun. Thank you to Josephine Schaefer for showing us how excellence is done with class and grace. Kim Herring for bringing a bevy of admiring guys to practice. Sue Deutsch for her hilarious stories. Nat Messmore for being the glue that held us together. And others who couldn't be here. Thank you for being true friends and supports. Last in time, but most significant to me, I want to thank my mom, dad, brothers, sister, and my Uncle Skeets for staying to watch the most boring sport, distance running. Thanks to my kids, Owen and Allie DeMatt, who can run me into the dust and who continue to amaze and inspire me daily. Finally, thanks to my husband, Mike, who's the sweetest and most supportive person I've had the good fortune of meeting. Whatever you do, whether it's running, basketball, heptathlon, or benefaction, whether it's office working, homemaking, or something else, I hope you bring to it some of that gritty W&L spirit that Coach P and my teammates taught me and I hope you enjoy every step as much as I did. Thank you.